is Luka making a case for the MVP. I think if they get to the if they can get to the third or fourth seed, I think you have to give it to Luka, don't you? Don't you have to do that? Now, here's the thing. A lot of people on TikTok are saying Jokic. And again, it becomes a bias of voting. I mean, these voters are just, to me, MVP voting is rigged. I shouldn't say rigged. The people are just dumb when they do it. Because here's the situation. How many years did Michael Jordan deserve the MVP and didn't get it? He was the best player in the league. They gave it to Patrick Ewing, Karl Malone. Jordan played 15 years. And even if you count the last 3 years in Washington when he clearly wasn't the MVP, there's a good case that you could say Michael Jordan deserved MVP 8 of those first 12 years. But he didn't win them all. He got 5. So that's what I'm talking about. It's stuff like that. I was like, how is this guy not he's the best player in the league, but you don't think that for some reason he's not the MVP? It's like Jokic. Okay, and there was a good case to be made for Embiid last year. But and I agree that MVP that Embiid should have won it last year. But this year, isn't Jokic the best player on possibly the best team? And oh, by the way, he's still dominating at a high level. I don't know. I know there's different definitions for MVP. I understand all that. But my thing is, I think the MVP every single season should go to the person who is having the best season. Period. End of story. That decides who's the best player. And if that's the same guy 5 years in a row, then damn it, it's just the same guy 5 years in a row. So, now I live here in Dallas. I'm not a Mavs fan because I'm not really an NBA. I don't have a team, but I root for the Mavs. Luka's incredible. Luka is incredible. And they're playing some good basketball right now. I fear when they get into the playoffs, things slow down a little bit. They can't defend, so that'll be a problem. But, I like Luka. If Luka wins the MVP this year, I wouldn't be mad at all. I wouldn't be mad at all. Because the season that he is producing, it has been absolutely incredible. And especially since we've decided that defense doesn't mean anything anymore. Because clearly we've made that decision. Nobody cares about defense in the NBA. We don't care about that. We just want scoring. Because if we did care about it, then Luka's not even in the conversation. But since we don't, that's okay. Jokic doesn't guard anybody either. But it's not just them, so I don't want to pick on them. Nobody plays defense anymore. We've decided that defense doesn't matter. How many games have we seen this year in regulation? 148, 142. I'm like, come on, man. And don't tell me, oh, the guys are just more skilled. Come on. Stop. Stop. No. We just don't play any defense. It's okay to admit that. It is okay to admit that. Now, David Gonzalez comes in. He said he's got a scorching hot take over here on YouTube. The MVP is the player who earns the most money that season. That's not true. I can read more, but that's not true. They've cracked the code of being in the right place at the right time. They're the most valuable by definition. That's not true. So, most valuable player to their team has nothing to do with the amount of money. Absolutely. Because are we saying that Jaylen Brown he makes the most money in the NBA? That is the MVP? Whoo, David, that's not even a scorching hot take. I don't even know what that is. But if you're really going based on that, wouldn't it be the most valuable player, like how much money they're worth? If that's the case, MJ was just Jaylen Brown with aura. Landon, that could be one of the dumbest statements I've ever heard anybody make on TikTok. I know you're probably 20, so I get it. And I know that was an idiotic narrative that Michael Jordan was Jaylen Brown with aura. Well, how did he get the aura? How did he get that aura? Did it just magically appear? Ah, gotcha. Oh, no. MJ was more like DeMar DeRozan. Aha. He got the aura from shoes. Well, why would anybody buy his shoes? And I'm just curious. I'm just asking questions. Why would anybody buy this bum shoes? I'm just asking. No, they weren't. Why would somebody who's an average basketball player, why would his shoes be cool? And again, I'm just asking questions. Why would somebody who's just pretty good, why would their shoes be cool? No, they didn't look good. Jordans are some of the ugliest shoes that were ever made. Stop it. The Jordan 1s were some of the ugliest shoes that anybody's ever made. Now you're just making up stuff. Again, 20-year-olds. Oh, my God. Basketball didn't start in 2010, man. It started before that. Basketball didn't start in 2010. So, let's see here. Yeah, I know. The MJ disrespect these days is wild. Hey, look, Mike, it is what it is, man. You got guys that get on the internet, these youngins, they get on the internet and don't understand what real basketball is. And then they just say things because they weren't even alive. They weren't even thought about being alive when Michael Jordan was even playing basketball. And then they say, oh, well, he couldn't do this. He wasn't any good. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Lord have mercy. But that's the internet, and we love it. That's the internet. We love it. So we love it. We love it. We love it. How did he tailor his game? Well, Michael Jordan came into the NBA not being a jump shooter. That's not what he could do. By the time he retired, the first time, the second time, and the third time, he was lights out from, I don't know, let's just call it 15 to 21 feet. He was lights out. So there. That's how he tailored his game. Anything else? Anything else? Just bad basketball takes. We're not tolerating it. We're not tolerating MJ slander. We're not tolerating it. We're not doing it. We're not doing it.